Before we dive in, don't forget to drop a comment and let me know what country or city you're watching from, and if you're as tired of racist Karens as I am, hit that like button and subscribe. Oh, and check out my second channel for even more drama links below. My name's Detective Shaw Gilmore, and after 15 years on the force, let me tell you nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared me for the mess I'm about to share with you. And the wildest part? I was the target. So picture this. It's a Tuesday morning in September, and I'd just finished months of house hunting, finally landing my dream place at 447 Oak Ridge Drive. It's a classic two-story colonial white porch wrapped all the way around, and I'm standing there with my keys soaking it all in until I hear this sharp, rapid fire of heels coming down the street. "Excuse me. Excuse me." The voice just slices through the peaceful morning, and I turn to see this woman barreling up my walkway like she's storming Normandy. She's late 50s, cropped blonde hair, navy blazer so pressed it could stand up by itself, and she just radiates, "I want to speak to your manager. I'm Karen Kensington, HOA president," she says, planting herself at the bottom of my steps like she's daring me to cross some invisible line and we need to discuss some immediate violations. I hadn't even been inside yet, and already I'm catching heat. She's got this tablet out, waving it around like it's a badge. "Your moving truck was parked for 3 hours and 17 minutes, maximum's 3 hours. That's a $50 fine. Also, you've got boxes visible through your window. Another $75. I almost laughed, hadn't even put the keys in my door. "Are you questioning HOA authority?" she shoots back. "Because let me tell you, young man, that won't fly here. We maintain standards. You ever meet someone who can turn young man into an insult? That's Karen." She goes on blades of grass exactly 2 inches. Only approved lawn ornaments, beige trash bins, no street parking after 8 p.m., the whole 9. And she delivers it like it's gospel, and I'm the heretic. But then she leans in and says, "We've never had your type in Riverside Heights before, and I know exactly what she means. I'm standing there, a decorated detective master's degree, spotless record. But in her eyes, I'm just a threat to property values. I tell her I bought this house fair and square, and I'll follow reasonable guidelines, but I won't be bullied. That doesn't sit well with her. I run this HOA like a military operation," she warns. "Ask the Hendersons what happened when they crossed me. Turns out their little vegetable garden cost them $3,000 in fines before they packed up and left. So I go inside and no joke. 24 hours later, there's already a violation notice in my mailbox signed with a flourish like it's the Declaration of Independence. I read the thing twice, it's ridiculous. Grass too long by 1/10 of an inch, unauthorized, doormat mailbox numbers, a little faded driveway, scuffed total fines, almost $400. I get my ruler measure, everything my grass is 2.1 inches, doormat is standard, mailbox numbers are fine. Karen wasn't enforcing the rules, she was making them up. Now I'm used to dealing with tough people, so I go down the street to her place, 441 Oak Ridge, a house so perfect it looks fake, and ring her bell, which plays this full-on symphony. She steps out, different blazer, more jewelry, and gives me the same icy welcome. "Come to pay your fines," she asks. I try reasoning, no dice. My grass is within the limit. She refuses to say where she measured. That's proprietary HOA information. Seriously? She tells me if I want to contest it, I need to pay $50 for a formal hearing. I glance over at her neighbor's yard grass, clearly higher than mine. "When's the last time you measured their lawn?" She dodges. Then suddenly she brings up my job. What happens if criminals start looking for the cop who moved here? I realize now she's not just targeting me for who I am, but for what I do. I warn her I know how to document harassment, and I will. For a second, I see her crack, but she covers it with more threats. As I walk back, I'm thinking this woman's not going to stop until she gets what she wants. Next 2 weeks, Karen launches an all-out campaign, daily inspections, measuring tape, clipboard, camera, the works. Every morning, there's another violation notice, garbage bin lid not fully closed. Car parked 18.7 inches from the curb instead of 18 door knocker. a little tarnished, even a citation for excessive bird activity. Yeah, she fined me for birds in my yard. I document everything, photos, logs, timestamps. And when the next HOA meeting rolls around, I show up. The room's tense, 20 neighbors, Karen at the podium in her battle blazer. She singles me out, claims I've racked up an $800 in fines. But the crowd's not buying it. One neighbor, Harold Chen, asks what for. Karen lists my so-called violations. Another neighbor, an older woman with a thick HOA binder, points out, "There's no rule about birds." I press her. "Show me where the parking rule is written." She can't. Then Mike Rodriguez stands up. "Karen, are you targeting Detective Gilmore?" The room turns. I mention our conversations. Karen goes pale. I hint at having recorded her threats. She freaks out, tries to adjourn the meeting, but the neighbors vote to continue the discussion next month. Karen storms out and people start coming over apologizing for her behavior. Harold pulls me aside. She's never been this blatant before. Be careful. She doesn't like being challenged. I'm thinking maybe this is the end of it. She's been exposed, she'll back off. But Karen isn't wired that way. Next morning, my car's keyed from end to end, no cameras, no witnesses, but the timing's a little too perfect. That afternoon, Karen's in my yard with a private security guard supposedly documenting violations. I confront her, start recording. She starts spouting off about how she's kept her position for 12 years, about her persistence, about all the families she's outlasted. She warns me again about elements I might bring, how police work attracts criminals. I remind her that I work financial crimes, my worst threat is a paper cut. She doesn't care. What happens when you get transferred? Or when someone comes looking for revenge? She hints at knowing secrets about city councilmen, the mayor's office, even my own department. She's not just a bully, she's running a mini crime ring using her HOA as leverage. That night, I call my partner, Maria Santos. I lay it all out, Karen's harassment, her claims about knowing dirt on local officials. Maria's blunt. She's done this before. There are probably other victims. I know I can't investigate this myself, but Maria can loop in the feds if we find evidence. Then Karen takes things nuclear. 3 days after her threats, I come home to find my front door chained shut. Huge padlock, official-looking HOA sign, property secured, unauthorized entry, prohibited. She's locked me out of my own house. I'm on the phone with 911 when Karen strolls up, smug as ever, and tries to sell me on an emergency HOA powers clause completely fabricated. She even offers me a buyout 20% above market value to find somewhere more appropriate. When the cops show up, 2 squad cars, Karen tries to bluff her way through, but the officers see right through her. She gets flustered, starts yelling, finally snaps, grabs a garden stone and throws it through my living room window in front of everyone. Cops arrest her on the spot, unlawful restraint, criminal mischief. She's screaming threats the whole time as they haul her away. In the aftermath, neighbors are shocked. I had no idea Karen was capable of this, Harold says. But now Karen's crossed from civil harassment to actual crimes. Maria calls me, this is exactly what the feds needed. FBI agent Rebecca Hayes gets involved and suddenly the little kingdom Karen ruled is unraveling. Turns out Karen kept meticulous records of all her blackmail photos, financial docs, audio tapes. She'd been blackmailing at least 15 local officials, trading favors for zoning changes, bribes, you name it. She'd even been embezzling HOA funds, over $80,000 a year, $500,000 total. The families she'd driven out. She'd destroyed them, false code violations, denied permits, even fake tax audits. The FBI has a field day. One by one, her friends in high places get indicted. 2 councilmen resign, a judge is forced out. Cops get suspended. And Karen. She's hit with 17 federal charges, racketeering, wire fraud, conspiracy, extortion. But Karen's not done. She posts bail, starts lurking at the end of my driveway every morning, just watching. Then she escalates, brings a crew of randoms to protest outside my house with signs, police corruption exposed, free. Karen Kensington. She's violating her bail conditions and the feds don't play. She's back in jail within hours. Even then, from her cell, she starts spinning her victim narrative, calls every news outlet, every activist group she can. She paints herself as a whistleblower, railroaded by corrupt cops, and some people actually buy it. Crowdfunding campaigns, protest rallies, you name it. But the evidence is overwhelming. Her own records bring her down. The trial's quick jury convicts her on all charges. At sentencing, Karen finally drops the Victim Act and loses it, threatening me the judge anyone she can. The judge is unmoved, 12 years federal prison, 5 years supervised probation, restitution in the millions. As she's dragged out, she's still screaming threats. But it's over. With Karen gone, Riverside Heights breathes again. The HOA slashes the rules, no more 47-page manifestos, no more bird fines, no more beige, only nonsense. Block parties, gardens, laughter. People are neighbors again, not prisoners. The feds clean up city government, local cops are held accountable, and the money Karen stole helps rebuild what she broke. The families she chased out even start moving back. You know, sometimes I wonder if Karen's sitting in her cell still plotting revenge, still thinking she's the hero of her own story. But these days, I barely think about her at all. What matters is the peace, the friendships, the fact that kids can play in their own yards without fear. Riverside Heights is a community again, and I get to be a part of it. Now I've got a question for you. Where do you draw the line between keeping order and abusing power? Have you ever had to stand up to a bully who thought the rules didn't apply to them? Drop your story in the comments below. Let's talk about justice, about power, and about the kind of communities we all want to live in.